post and just about ready for the Sportsman feature to roll trackside. And Jeff and Earl will be back in just a few moments with the starting lineup as we'll go back from commercial break with Flow Sports. Just want to throw out round number 2 is on. Another one of our ring girls. I believe this is Esri down here in front. So our second feature of the night, and we'll be back live on Flow in just a few seconds. We're back live here at the Can-Am Speedway for tonight's Gloves Are All 51 for the Short Track Super Series Modifieds. Short Track Super Series Sportsman 25 lap feature. The Modifieds paid $5,051 to win. 51st anniversary year of racing here at Can-Am. Tonight, 1551 for the Sportsman. Pole position driving in the Christian Fabrication 16S is Jeremy Slosek, and alongside of him in the Boys and O 61L, Donovan Lussier. Second row to the inside driving in the 1, 2, 3, the Williams Construction entry, that's Dale Welty. Alongside of him, driving in the number 2 star, I should say, will be Cedric Gauvreau, the Gauvreau Transport race car. Row 3 to the inside, driving in the Fox 28, number 28, Tyler Stevenson. Alongside of him, driving in the Performance Automotive 18, it's Gavin Eisele. Fourth row to the inside, driving in the WKC Larry's Landscaping 44, that is Mason Rogers. Alongside of him, the 9G from Lake Ariel, Tyler Peet. Fifth row to the inside, the Jocks Automotive 03, Joshua Jock. Alongside the Madsen over at door 89, Dylan Madsen. Row number 6 to the inside, the Eau Claire 38S, Sean Imbeault. And alongside of him, driving out of Philadelphia, New York, driving in the Laboratory Lodge number 44X is Taylor Doxtater. Row number 7 will find the 9K Blaine Klinger and the 54 Brady Howard. Row 8 will be the 11 of Genavieve Bartlett and the 82 of David Hackett. Row 9 will be the 2 Greg Henry and the 27 Michael Ballestero. Row 10, the 349 of Garrett Chillot and the 18G of Justin Gadbaw. Row 11, the 9 Joe Toth and the 1D Paul DeRuyter. Row 12, the 5R Steve Roberts as we go green. The 88 Fire Swamp, the 12 George Schweigart the third, and the 20 will be Brayden Bullock. The Gloves Are Off. Sportsman 25 takes the green at Can-Am Speedway, the nasty track of the north, and we are underway for 25 laps. Here they go. And Donovan Lussier is going to plank that 61 out in front of the field. Jeremy Slosek back to second. Cedric Gauvreau had some struggles in the modified feature, but rolls it up to third. Veteran Dale Welty out there at spot number 4, and here comes Gavin Eisele on the top side looking for fifth.
Side by side for the second position and the fourth spot. Gauvreau will get underneath Slosek there with a clean pass. He'll move up into P2. Down the straightaway, it's Gauvreau now up to second, getting by Slosek. Now Welty is battling down the back straightaway with Gavin Eisele for a top 5 positions, heading down the back straightaway. Up front it remains Donovan Lussier leading the way.
Donovan Lussier, healthy advantage right now. A couple of Quebec contenders running first and second with Lussier and Gauvreau 1 and 2. Jeremy Slosek holding on to the 3 spot. Gavin Eisele using Old Faithful up there on the outside lane, trying to find his way around the veteran Dale Welty. Good to see Dale Welty here tonight having a strong run into fourth.
25 laps, obviously the distance, that's a short distance, and what we just saw with the big block modified, so these guys are going to make moves early to get up there, and that's exactly what we're seeing here in this one, as they are almost side by side for fourth.
Working down the back straightaway now, Welty and Eisele working on the back straightaway. Eisele trying to look to the outside lane with Welty right there glued to the bottom lane, working down the straightaway. Right behind them, we got a little action now. Coming down the front straightaway is Stevenson in the Fox 28. Following him is Dylan Madsen in the 89.
Madsen trying to find the way by as we watch a battle of 44s go at it. That is the Mason Rogers and Taylor Doxtater duo as we see a shower of sparks under Dylan Madsen's 89. He is getting really hard on the brakes right there, guys, and not something you want to see early on here.
Yeah, Dylan Madsen started 10th in this one. Right now he is working his way up to P7, but yeah, you call it. And now start to look at the left rear. You can see hard on the brakes. They're starting to glow red. That's just how hard he is using them to probably just set that car up. As he needs to be careful there, because if he gets like that for the rest of the 18 laps, it might get a little hot there underneath the seat.
Front is Donovan Lussier continuing to lead the way as they work down the back straightaway. Lussier, a winner for the Short Track Super Series in a Belmont's Garage South Region race back in March at the Bridgeport Motorsports Park. He almost had one at the Sunshine Swing at Alltech until late race issues took him out. He's leading the way comfortably down the back straightaway now. Cedric Gauvreau running in the number 2 position, followed by Jeremy Slosek.
Taking a look at that left rear tire, guys, on the 89. Oh, look at the shower of sparks right there. That is cherry red, and you can see it right from here on your Flow Sports screen. Still able to get by Tyler Stevenson, so he does have a quick race car. So we'll see if that can hold up for the next 15 laps or so.
And what great camera work by our Flow Racing crew, because, yeah, you can just see how hot those brakes are by looking at the inside of the wheel, but you can also see the reflection there on the track, just to shows you how great of a track condition we have, because that's what Tim Fuller said a little bit ago down at McDowell Racing Products Victory Lane.
Yeah, it may be more than hot brakes. He might have something broken underneath that car, that there's that many sparks shooting out from under it. Something might be going wrong underneath there. We'll have to keep an eye on him if he is able to make it to the finish or not. Meanwhile, lap traffic is coming up shortly for leader Donovan Lussier, and Jeremy Slosek is getting a little closer to Cedric Gauvreau for position number 2. Further back in the pack, we've got all sorts of cars battling for position. Joe Toth started way in the back of the pack. He started in the middle of last week, and he's now halfway through the field.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you what, he is moving forward as we continue to watch Toth come through the field. He's working on Tyler Stevenson, who had a dominant performance this past Friday night in Sportsman competition as he works on Stevenson down the back straightaway. Toth looking for the spot as they work it down into turn number 3. It's actually Tyler Peet, my apologies, and Peet will get by, so Stevenson slipping back here and nearly going.
Donovan Lussier still out to a healthy lead in this one. 1.9 seconds is the gap between him and Cedric Gauvreau. Jeremy Slosek still running in P3. Dale Welty 4th. His lap starting to click off. We're going to have 11 laps to go when they get the race back to flag stand.
All right, the fun might begin now, because Lussier is going to have to start working lap traffic, see how he handles it down the back straightaway. And here comes Gauvreau and Slosek closing quickly. And it is not just a lap car or two. Lussier has got a whole pack of lap cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them ahead of him, heading into turn number 1.
He's got some work to do, guys, definitely. And Cedric Gauvreau and Jeremy Slosek, you know they're watching this. They're watching where he is going, because they're going to go where he's not. He's trying the outside. There's nothing doing upstairs there. This is going to allow for the next two to close in with Gauvreau and Slosek. Here they come.
Let's ring the bell, ding ding, because it is on right now for the Short Track Super Series Sportsmen. Your leaders in heavy lap traffic. Gauvreau is right there, tracking him down. What a race, guys. We're shaping up as we're going to have 8 laps to go this time by.
We saw the leaders down on the bottom like the Modifieds were at the end of their feature, but now that they're in lap traffic, they moved up a lane or 2, and you can see Lussier running the middle to the top, and Gauvreau and Slosek are there as well. And Slosek is getting closer to Gauvreau than he is getting to Lussier, but they're all getting tighter, working traffic down into turn 3.
Working through turn number 3 and 4. Could be a change for second. Jeremy Slosek down low. He'll drag even terms with the 2 of Gauvreau into corner number 1 and 2. Gauvreau tries to shut the door and will successfully do that. What a job of driving there by Cedric Gauvreau to hold on a second.
Yeah, and Slosek trying to make up some positions because remember, he brought the field to green in this one and did not have a great opening lap, so he's trying to get back up there to fight for the top spot. But still, the second place car of Gauvreau is starting to close in once again of Donovan Lussier, the leader, as it's down to 1.2 seconds, but the SRI performance caution flag waves with 6 laps to go.
44X bringing out the caution. Our first SRI performance caution here in our Madsen Overhead Door North Region Sportsman feature. And that will be the 44X of Taylor Doxtater. He was our JLR for Hot Lap Hero earlier tonight.
Taylor Doxtater, 3 wins on the season, guys. 2 of them coming here at Can-Am. He got one just recently at the Outlaw Speedway. That paid a cool $2,000 in his hip pocket. Well, I should say car owner Dave Rogers' hip pocket.
Yes.
Taylor, I'm sure, got a little cut of that as well.
Regardless, all I hear is cha-ching.
Exactly.
Lussier, probably, a lot of times leaders don't like to see a caution, but Donovan probably is going to be glad for this one to wipe the slate clean in front of it and get rid of the lap cars. Cedric Gauvreau second, Jeremy Slosek third. They were all together. Dale Welty still in fourth, Gavin Eisele fifth, Dylan Madsen sixth. Tyler Peet has worked his way up to position number 7. Tyler Stevenson 8th, Joshua Jock 9th, and Mason Rogers is in position number 10. Now, Short Track Super Series rules say we go double file restarts until 5 laps or less remain. We have 6 remaining, so this will be a double file restart.
Could this be a blessing in disguise for Gauvreau right there? But you called it, Jeff. This wipes the track clean now for the leader, Lussier, because it puts him right back there in clean air.
Yeah, it definitely does, and it's going to be very interesting on this restart as you talked about the top 2. I want to give a call out to 10th place running Mason Rogers right now. How about that? What were you guys doing at 11 years old? Were you out running 10th in a Short Track Super Series Sportsman race?
We were sitting in the grandstands watching them.
Oh, yeah. So I was doing the same thing, so I'm in good company here.
And right now, tip of the cap to Fire Swamp as well, as he sits on top of the most positions gained, so he might be tonight's hard charger as he is +8 right now.
All right, caution lights go out. The SRI Performance caution lights are turned out. The Bob Johnson Auto Group pace truck goes in. We're ready for the restart. Lussier picks the bottom. Gauvreau on the outside into the Sunoco starting zone, and we go back to green.
Lussier down low. Gauvreau's held with him on that start. Now he diamonds the corner, gets a great run, nose to tail for the top spot, and side by side for P3.
Working down into turn number 3 and 4. We've got 5 laps left to go, and a couple of Quebec stars are going to go at it for the lead. Lussier against Gauvreau. Behind them, veteran Dale Welty trying to fend off Gavin Eisele for 3rd.
And now look at Dylan Madsen peeking right through the middle. He's going to advance his position and pull alongside Tyler Peet. Throw a blanket of the drivers running 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
You owe me royalties for that. Here they come out of the corner. Side by side battle for the 3rd spot down the straightaway. Welty, Eisele, now Tyler Peet, Madsen heading into the turn, and Klinger will join the action. 5 cars battling now under a tablecloth out of the corner, down the back straightaway. Charging into the turn, and Gauvreau still battling with Lussier.
Gauvreau has that inside lane working good, but Donovan Lussier looking for his 16th win this season and 2nd here at Can-Am this year. Rolling the middle into turn number 1 and 2. Behind them, Tyler Peet going after veteran Dale Welty. Welty a little trouble into turn number 1 and 2. Opens the door for Dylan Madsen and Gavin Eisele.
Here's another $1, Jeff, because oh baby, things are heating up as we're going to come to 2 laps to go. Lussier now out to a 8 car length lead over Gauvreau, but we got Dylan Madsen here off the pace. The SRI Performance caution flag waves. Madsen was within the top 5. We were talking about it all race long. The brakes were starting to get very, very hot. Is this possibly what happened to the 89?
I
Is mechanical failure the
Brakes,
reason?
brakes or something else in the back end of that race car. He's still moving, but obviously something broke that caused him to stop, and heartbreaker there for Dylan Madsen. He's been a regular on the Madsen Overhead Door North Region Sportsman Tour for several seasons now. And the safety truck will pick him up and take him to the pits with 2 laps to go. Where did Tyler Peet come from after that last restart?
Way out back. I think we started him in the parking lot.
Yeah,
somewhere.
he was in the top 10, but not that far up. And boy, that last restart, he just picked them off one by one.
By the way, Jeff, those royalties he was talking about, I was the one that was handing over the George Washington.
Why? He's supposed to.
He said he didn't have any money. I told him I would pay him back, or he'd pay me back.
Don't fall
Sure.
for that.
I fell for it again.
Chris Moore taught me everything before I came.
Oh, that is where that.
Yes,
that's
Chris
the strategy.
Moore taught me everything. He warned me about some of the announcers that I work with throughout the 2025 racing season. Guys, still looking. We'll look at the replay here. This is the reason for the caution flag. And yeah, I mean, it could be something with the rear end. We were talking about the brakes all race long with the 89 of Dylan Madsen, but something, whatever broke, unfortunately, he is done in this one.
You could see him angling through the corner like he normally would, and all of a sudden the car just straightened up, and that was it. So
sure,
may have been something in the back end. How about the 2 Quebec drivers up front? Gauvreau was really putting the pressure on Lussier on that last restart before Donovan was able to open up a little daylight for a couple of laps.
Yeah, they've really been after one another here. They know each other very well. They've raced against each other since they were about that tall. Now they're this tall. They're still battling each other just as hard. So, but I got to be keeping an eye on Tyler Peet on this restart. The old veteran Dale Welty still in there, from super stocks to Sportsman Modifieds. The guy has done it all in modified racing, and we'll see how it all comes together here with 2 laps left to go.
Gavin Eisele making up the rest of the top 5. Blaine Klinger never saw Can-Am before. He's right there behind him. We're ready to go. Green and white and checker. And the gloves are off. Sportsman feature here at the nasty track of the north. Here they come. Back to green.
Great restart by Lussier. Had a 3-car length lead over Gauvreau. As do we go 3 wide for P4? Not quite. Can Gauvreau pull a bunny out of a hat, as they are going to see the exotic brand white flag this time by?
White flag, 1 lap to go. Donovan Lussier leading the way into the turn. Gauvreau running in the number 2 spot, and Tyler Peet right behind him. Working down the back straightaway. Eisele still running the outside, battling with Welty and Klinger for those top 5 spots. Chalk up another 2025 win, and career win number 2 in the Short Track Super Series. Donovan Lussier will grab the gloves are off feature here at Can-Am Speedway. Gauvreau following him across the line will be Tyler Peet, followed by Eisele. Next across the line behind Eisele is Blaine Klinger, making up the top 5 positions. What a sportsman feature. The Madsen Overhead Door North Region Sportsman competitors here at Can-Am Speedway. A fine performance after the modified feature as well. And the 61L Donovan Lussier is your winning driver, his 2nd career Short Track Super Series win. The 2-star of Cedric Gauvreau is 2nd. The 9G Tyler Peet is 3rd. 4th will go to the 18 Gavin Eisele, and 5th the 9K Blaine Klinger. Bicknell Racing Products victory lane.